everyone. I don't think I've ever formally introduced myself, but I'm Haley and this is my channel. It started off as like more pet animal guide when I was very young. I think I was around 12 at that time, 10, 11, 12. It's changed a bit. I think I just want to do like film whatever I want to film. But if you do like that like pet animal lifestyle stuff, that should still be around. So if you want to see those, don't worry, like I'll still post that. I'm actually, now that I'm in college and things and I have a major, I'm taking animal science, a major in animal science, and also getting my pre-vet requisite. So you should still be seeing those things because I am like still very obsessed with animals and animal care, but it's changed a bit since I'm an adult now, you know. I've just I found better ways to care for animals and I'm still learning too. So those videos will still be around, but I just want to post more like everyday life, my hobbies, whatever, and just talk. Sometimes I just want to talk, and so that's what my channel is gonna be about now. But I'm gonna do a vlog today. I'm trying not to edit this video so much, so sorry for that, but I'm just gonna take you along with me while I show you some things. We're starting, it's already late, it's like 3 p.m. I'm about to start a sourdough bread, so I'll probably show you guys that later, but right now we're starting in my little studio area, and I'm gonna show you some pottery that I just took out of the kiln, and then I'll show you some things later in this video too. Basically, these are some things I've been unloading recently. I'm just gonna show you some of my favorites and then I'll switch you around and I'll just go and do a quick tour. But I've been experimenting with high fire clay. Normally when I first started, I did low fire clay because I could find glazes like that much easier and cheaper than I could high fire clay and high fire glazes, you know. They weren't as close to me. They definitely weren't as cheap, so I didn't experiment with that until I became more obsessed in my pottery journey. I had to start branching out like 3 hours away to get the glazes I wanted and the clay I wanted, but I definitely think it's worth it because I've just been having so much fun testing these glazes out and these clays out. It's also been a pain in the butt, but whatever. You learn, you know. So I'm going to be showing you some of my favorites out of this recent kiln opening. First off, this one, this little vase. Well, it's kind of big, like, yeah, it's kind of big. But I used a tool to get this like one stripe band, you know, around it. But also, it's just honey flux, 3 coats of honey flux. I think my biggest problem and my most like frustration I've had with high fire glaze, like firing, is I'm not putting enough honey flux, and so things kept coming out way darker than I wanted them to. I was just getting so frustrated, but I learned you need a lot of honey flux. So this is 3 coats of honey flux, and then a band of textured turquoise, and a band of smoky merlot, and then another coat of honey flux all over it all. And I love this one so much. I might keep it for myself, but I have been going to vendors markets. Well, I've been to one. I'm going to more soon, so I might sell that too. We'll see. That's another thing. Started going to vendors markets. I have a pottery page, like a business page, and I also have a bakery business page. The pottery is new. I've had it for less than a year, so it's taking a while to like pick up customers. I have had a bakery business for 5 years now. I started it when I was 14. 14. I've had it for 5 years now, so I don't know. That's kind of new. The bakery page has been up forever, but I just launched my like pottery thing. So yeah, I made a bunch of stuff so I could start selling at more vendors markets since I have a few coming up. But this was another one I thought was interesting. I always loved like dark clay, and this is just 4 coats of honey flux on dark clay and it became blue. Like, that is so interesting to me how different glazes react with different clays. But here's this one. This one was a mess up. I didn't like the glaze that was underneath it. It turned out really like gross looking. Like, it was a green and a purple, like a reddish purple. It definitely wasn't what it was supposed to look like. Then I put some like matte like brown glaze, I can't remember what it's called, but over it, and it turned out kind of cool actually. I kind of really like it now. I think this one will sell good. I think it's trending right now, like these like dark colors and such. This one was a spin-off on one of my favorite glaze combos. It's Ancient Jasper, Oatmeal, and Textured Turquoise. I didn't realize it was on dark clay because I couldn't tell before it really like hit the final temperature. Before the clay hits its like final temperature, it really all looks the same to me, and so I couldn't tell what clay it was on. It ended up being on a dark clay, so this is like a twist on my favorite glaze combo, but on dark clay. I think it's still kind of really cool and like dark and broody. I definitely still love this, but I won't be keeping it for myself. I will be selling this one, but I love the shape too of this. I've been loving doing like curved faces and such. And then I also have some other cool things. I made a berry bowl. I think these are gonna sell well too at this Venom's market. I made one for myself a while ago, and they're so handy. Like, don't take up so much room, but it's like a special piece just for berries. Like, I'll take it. But it's this Honey Flux times 3, then 2 bands of Chun Plum. Chun Plum? Yeah, sure. And then another coat of Honey Flux over that. This one, I think, yeah, like I said, will sell very good. They're actually very handy. I use mine all the time. Another piece I love, and then I'll just show you like a quick overview of everything I have. I love this one. I'm gonna sell this one though. I think I'm gonna make it for myself without all the lines, because I do like it, but I don't know. I think I just want mine to be more. I don't know what the shape I'm looking for is. Hang on. To be more like this shape, you know, rather than straight up like this. But I think this one will sell really good, and I love that combo. Oh, sorry, it's I'm trying to think. I think it's 3 coats Honey Flux, 2 coats Iron Luster, and then another coat Honey Flux all over. But yeah, these are some of my favorites. So this one's beautiful too. I can't remember what I put on it. Maybe I'll leave it on the screen if I remember. Gorgeous. I cut some for myself, and all these ones I think are going to farmer's market. This one is honestly, I think, so cool. Again, it's not how I turned out because I forgot what type of clay it was on, but it's like a happy accident. Like, I think this one looks so cool. I can't remember what the bands are. I know this is Oatmeal. I think it's just like Textured Turquoise or something. I will find the glaze combo for this. I do remember, like, I have it saved, but I can't remember at the top of my head. But this is why I love dark brown clay. Like, look at that. This is such a cool one too. I hope it sells, but if not, I think I'll give it to my dad, because it's like kind of like a dark, you know, like colors and stuff. I think he'll like it if it doesn't sell. This one's kind of cool. This is on speckled brown clay. I need to grind it a bit before I sell it. I don't want people cutting their hands. But yeah, this is a lime juicer. I've been having to experiment kind of like making them bigger, because they do definitely shrink a lot. I think high fire clay for me shrinks a lot more than low fire does in the kiln. I don't know if that's like a common consensus or whatever, but for me it is. This is just raspberry mist with Honey Flux over it. It's just crazy though, because I have another one was raspberry mist with Honey Flux on a dark brown. They look kind of like completely different glazes. Like, yes, they still have the Honey Flux, you can tell, but like this one's darker and this one's lighter. Like, this one I think is gorgeous. This is a planter, by the way. Look at the inside. Isn't that beautiful? I'm not normally like a fan of pink colors, but I think these ones are nice. I like them. I normally don't like pink, but. And then there's this one. I love too. I have to make one of these for myself. But this is 3 bands of Smoky Merlot, then 3 bands of Chun Plum with a little bit overlapping, and then the same thing inside, but on the top, like I think 3 coats of, what is it, Honey Flux. So yeah, I think this one's gorgeous. I think next time I need to add another band of Chun Plum because it kind of became like translucent. Definitely love this one. I'm gonna make this combo for myself. So, and then I thought there was one more I wanted to show you before I just give you a quick overview. Oh yes, look at this one. This is on dark clay again. It was one coat of Winter Void, 1 coat of Honey Flex, and then I did 3 coats Lavender Mist, and then with a little bit of overlapping of the top was 3 coats of Raspberry Mist, and then another coat of Honey Flex over it. It's gorgeous. Like, this dark brown clay complements this glaze combo so well. Literally so gorgeous. And I think on like a lighter white or even just like a brown speckled clay, it'd become more pastel. I love how like kind of dark it is though. I don't know if you can see it in there. Yeah, I think it's gorgeous. This is a mug with that on it. I had another one, but I kept it for myself. But isn't that beautiful? That's beautiful. So this is like the most happy I've been opening a kiln, like opening a kiln firing in so long, because I've struggled so much before, and I really think the key is do more coats than less. If you're on the fence of whether it's enough coats, do more rather than less. And Honey Flux, for me, it's always been so thin here. If your glaze, like your bottle of glaze or whatever, is thin, you're gonna need to do more coats, and maybe try to find a way to let it dry out and thicken up too, because most of the time when people are posting like all these like glaze combos, when they say 3 coats, it's 3 thick coats, and that's what I've learned too. Otherwise, I do 4 or maybe even 5 coats of Honey Flux, because I've been getting very thin batches of glaze, so that's why I've been doing that. To see what I mean, I like the wavy forms. Like, this is another vase I think will sell pretty good to the younger audience. Okay, and now I'm just going to show you a quick overview of my like studio kiln setup, like pottery setup, not kiln setup. Okay, let's just go. These are all the ones done here. These are some I didn't take to the vendor's market. I had some, I thought these were going to be cooler than they were, like cups, set of cups, but they just weren't. There's this other one in here too. And then this one's broke. I broke a tentacle, so I'm going to keep it for myself. These are planters though. I think I showed a video to you guys about how to make them. That video was kind of not very good, but sorry. Anyways, and then I have some more berry bowls here. And maybe I'll leave the glaze combos down below if you guys have one you see that you want to know the combo of. I kind of hate this one, but it didn't turn out the way it was. I think it was supposed to be light sepia and iron luster, and it just didn't. I've had no luck with it. I tried it again after trying it on this mug. I don't know, maybe it's the clay body doesn't like it. It's fine, it's just not how I wanted it to be. Like on a mug I think it looks nice, but not on a vase like this. I don't think it's gonna sell very good. And then some more lime juicers. I don't like this one, but it's okay. This is the only thing I really didn't like in this batch. And then over here, this is some leftovers I had from the vendor's market. I just threw in this box to get it out of the way. These are what I've been loving recently. I've been making some ducks. This is very nice. So there's this little guy. This is a painter duck. This is a reader duck. Look how beautiful. I love them so much, to be honest. I think that's my favorite. Oh, hang on. I'm going to show you this one really quick before we move on. This little vase. Not vase. Like, I don't know if any of you guys like to do sourdough. I think this would be a good like sourdough pot, but it's just a little, this one's a little wonky. I love it still though. I can't remember the glaze combo. I will leave it down below if you want it. And then yeah, this is kind of, I've been making octopi, look at me saying it correctly, octopi planters, all made from scratch. So here's some I have left over. I sold kind of quite a few. This one needs reglazed, by the way. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. And then, oh, this is my favorite, but he broke. This one's gonna be mine. This is a detective duck. This one has been the best sellers, these detective ducks. So I had quite a few of those. I think I made 5 sets of each. I sold quite a few. I need to make more of those, but I've also started like a new, what happened here? I don't know what's on them. I started like a new series of ducks, and they're this one is the beach duck. It's gonna be a sun hat, like it's not gonna be the same as that pink cat over there, but he has a seashell and he has a floaty on. So this is my beach. Oh, these are gonna be flippers. Yeah, so this is the beach one. Very cute. And then I have the cowboy. This is the cowboy duck or geese. I don't know which one I decided to say. This one's kind of gonna be one of my favorites. I have one of each of the old ones. I think this guy and the detective are probably my favorites, like neck and neck. So they're just gonna be together this whole time. Like, these are my favorites, so I'm gonna have myself. And then this one's a baker duck. This is gonna be an apron, and then this is a chef hat and a loaf of bread. But yeah, these are the 3 that I'm adding to the collection. And then normally when it's warm out, I do have my Potter Seal right here because it's kind of cold out still. It's in my basement, and that's where I make the things. And then here's my kiln. This is a Paragon. I think it's Paragon. What's this, manual kiln? Whatever, I don't know. We were lucky enough when we got it that we already had to set up in this back garage. We didn't have to rewire anything here. So yeah, there's that. It works pretty good. We got it off of Facebook Marketplace, and it does its job. It came with quite a few stuff. It came like with the cones, some stilts, and then this like half, I forgot what these are called now, half kiln shelves, and then 1 whole one. I think I need to buy more, but for now it's okay. Yeah, that's basically it. My pottery studio. It's not really mine, it's just our back garage that no one else really uses, so I just put things in here. But yeah, that's it for this pottery like opening and showing you guys some favorite mugs of mine. I also really like this one. But yeah, so now we'll move on to another part of the vlog. Okay, this is the horse trailer. Now, we used to have a bar here, and then like some metal like bars up top as well that was cut out. You can see where it was cut. Then there was this like whole, I'll show you a picture, but there was this whole like kind of like a wall thing. You can see where we cut that out. This is gonna be trimmed better later. I'm gonna put in new flooring. That's gonna be one of the last things to do. We're getting a new window here. It's gonna be where we serve the customers. So on the outside, there's gonna be like a live edge, like piece of wood, so they can set their things on. I'm gonna have one on my side as well. The new window is gonna be around here. It's gonna be 22 inches tall. Every window in here is going to be functional still. This one's gonna be open most of the time. It's gonna have like a chalkboard menu on it. This whole thing's gonna be painted white. It's rusted right now, so we're going to have to sand some down before we prime it and paint it. This window's gonna stay, but it's gonna be replaced. And then we had to put in new sheets of metal. I just took this one out today. We had to sand it down a bit and then put those in. These floors are still good, so we're just gonna underlay on it, and then I bought some floors to put on top. And I'm gonna put some shelves right here as well. Wait, not that side. This side will have shelves on it too. And then I bought some grass for a grass wall, and I have a neon sign with my business name on it. And yeah, otherwise that's kind of all that needs to be done. But yeah, this is the trailer. It needs some work, but it's getting there. Okay, it's the next day. I didn't post yesterday because I got kind of busy working on the trailer, but also the video was gonna be too long. So this is the part 2. There's a sourdough loaf I wanted to show you. We already ate through it. It was pretty good. It's obviously, I think you can tell, overproofed because there's not too many holes and didn't rise as much. I knew it would be, so I had to do less time in like the cold fermentation because I literally could not let it ferment anymore. It would just been even more deflated and less holes. But for being overproof, it's pretty good. I think the flavor is there definitely. This is a sourdough starter I've had for 4 years now. That I just like been feeding, obviously. I took some of it, I froze some of it, and dehydrated it for safe measures. But that thing's been with me for 4 years, and I've put it through some stuff. But yeah, so here's the loaf. Give me 1 second while I try cutting this bottom piece. Okay, this is the like fresh slice. It was really good. It was majority of it was bread flour, and then the rest was rye flour and whole wheat flour. And you have to hydrate a bit more when you do like mixes like that because rye flour absorbs more. Yeah, I liked it. Anyways, that's my sourdough loaf. I'm gonna show you guys how to make iced coffee now. Okay, so I have yesterday's brew of coffee. So like give or take half of the cup. And then I have this caramel coffee syrup that I made. It was half a cup of water to 1 cup of sugar. You kind of boil that and reduce it a bit till it turns caramelized. Turn it off the heat, and this is my trick to not get it to crystallize. Take that other half a cup of water that you're gonna need and get it to a hot temperature. Like, it doesn't have to be boiling, but you just microwave that other half cup for like a minute or something before you pour it in, because you're gonna take that reduction off the stove and then stir in that other half cup. So having it all be the same like temperature, it's not gonna shock your syrup mixture. So that's what I recommend doing. That's how I got the best results, because I know some people have trouble with making that coffee syrup. But yeah, here it is. This is the caramel. It's supposed to be caramel flavored, but and then I poured some of that in, but I forgot. Hang on. Vanilla extract. I put a little bit in here. I also put some in the actual syrup, but not enough. I think this is what takes it, so you know, like adding vanilla and the caramel, it's what makes it taste just like a coffee chains. I think it tastes just like a coffee chains. Like pour like that much because I don't have any other sugar in here. I'm gonna stir it and then taste it really quick. Okay, so that's good. I tasted it. I like the flavor. I'm going to add ice now. One more. No. There we go. That's how you do it. And then I'm taking this half and half. Give a good shake, and then just pour it on top because this is where it looks nice. Give me a second. Let me get the magic shot. Ready? There you go. Beautiful. Gorgeous. And that's how I make my coffee. Look at that. Look at that. All right, time to stir. All right, that's how I make my coffee. This is my dog, Maddie. I'm gonna show you her really quick. Well, it's really my dad's dog, but she's new. She's, Maddie. She wants to get close up to the camera. She's a 7-year-old Beagle Lab mix that we got from our local shelter. She's there for, they said, almost a year, because in her description they said she doesn't like babies because I think the old owners had her, and then they had a baby and Maddie just wasn't adjusting correctly. She was just like growled, I guess. But I think over time that could have been something that could have been corrected. You know, that's definitely, if that was the only problem with Maddie, then I think that could have been corrected, but that's whatever. I'm just glad the owners gave her to us. Well, gave her to Humane Society and we got her. But she's an amazing girl. Here, watch. 1 second. I'm going to prop you up really quick. I have a dog treat here. I have you guys in one hand, so we'll see how it goes. Sit! Here, now. Shake! Bark! 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 Spin! Sit! Stay! 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 Get it! She's such a good girl. She already knew sit and shake, but she learned bark, spin, and stay with us within like a month. But she's honestly such an amazing girl. We have to train her though, like how to not bark at other people or cars that drive by and other dogs. She's not a fan of other dogs, so we'll have to see how she does because I'm away at college during the week and my sister's about to go away to university too, so she's gonna be further than I am, so she's gonna be Maddie and my dad. So we want to teach her how to like other dogs or how to get along with them. That way we can get her a friend. That way she's not here alone. Another one from the Humane Society. Obviously we're not gonna get one anywhere else because dogs at the Humane Society are severely overlooked and they need companions. So yeah. That was so awkward. I just picked up these 2 plants and this guy had his kids outside and I was like, please don't let this be the house. And it was. I seen the 2 plants sitting at the mailbox like he said they would be. And no adult was out there with them. And I just like parking in parking lot and they're staring at me. I just go, I think these are for me. And I keep like trying not to laugh. I laughed a little bit, but I was trying not to. It's like, it was so awkward. Like, they didn't say anything, which is good for them. Don't talk to strangers, but I was so embarrassed. But whatever, I got the plant, so now I'm going to a pet store to get some rabbit and guinea pig pellets, and then I'm heading home. Yeah, so I did end up going to Lowe's and Marshall's and Walmart. So, all right, I made 9 more ducks. But I'll show you. I made 1 of each of the new series. Well, I have 6 in this series, and then I tried to test out this one, like a flower girl. Like it has a flower crown and a bouquet. I don't think I'm gonna be adding this one to the series. But let me know if you like it. Maybe I will. I'll probably just keep this one for myself, but I never make any more, but we'll see. This one is the Baker duck, as I showed you before, with the apron, the beach duck, the sun hat, this little shell. Then the reading duck, the painter duck, and the detective duck. This thing broke off. I'm gonna have to fix it later. And the cowboy duck. I also made 4 of these incense, like mushrooms. And here's what it looks like when it's finished. This one's for myself, I keep. And then those are the other 2 ducks. I just made extras of those because I know they'll sell out more. But yeah, that's what I've been doing right now. I forgot to film an outro, but this is the end of the video. I didn't really do anything else after this. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more videos.